Welcome back to the SprintLearn Hub. In our previous lessons, we explored the broad mindset of Agile. Now, it is time to look at the actual engine teams use to drive that mindset forward, the mechanics of Scrum. Many beginners hear the word Scrum and make a few common assumptions. They picture a rigid, fixed set of project management tasks, or they assume it is a secret language reserved entirely for software developers. Think of Scrum as a simple, sturdy structure. It helps teams deal with messy, unpredictable projects by trying out ideas in small steps and fixing their mistakes as they go. While people often expect Scrum to simply make a team work faster, its real purpose is to provide a reliable path through a project where the final destination is still blurry. To see how it handles that uncertainty, we have to recognize the difference between a methodology and a framework. A methodology acts like a heavy instruction manual, dictating exactly how to write every requirement and execute every granular step. A framework, however, only provides essential boundaries, leaving plenty of room for the team to collaborate and make their own decisions. This is why Scrum is sometimes described as intentionally incomplete. It provides the structure, but it relies entirely on the intelligence and professional judgment of the people using it. That human judgment is necessary because Scrum is built for complex problems. In a complex problem, the answer is not known at the starting line. User requirements shift, unexpected hurdles appear, and the best solutions usually reveal themselves only after you start experimenting. When the final destination isn't perfectly clear from day one, Scrum provides the flexible scaffolding your team needs to figure it out safely as they go. Let's ground this in a real scenario. Imagine a team setting out to build a brand new online learning platform. At the beginning, they do not know exactly which features learners will use most, or what design will be the easiest to navigate. This diagram shows the high-level Scrum flow they will use to figure it out. They start with an ordered list of ideas, pull a small chunk of work into a short cycle, build a usable piece of the product, and then loop back to plan the next phase. To make this cycle work, 3 core roles unite to form the Scrum team. First is the product owner. Their sole accountability is to maximize the value of the product. They decide what goes on the list and in what order. Next, the Scrum Master acts as a facilitator, establishing the framework and clearing away obstacles. Then we have the developers. They are the actual builders responsible for taking the ideas from the list and turning them into the finished piece of the product. These are not opposing departments. They are 3 distinct accountabilities that merge into one unified team, working together toward a single shared goal for the product. As the team works, they hold specific events. These are not random meetings to fill out a calendar. Each event in this circular timeline is a deliberate opportunity for the team to transparently inspect their work and adjust their course. The entire cycle is called a sprint. It kicks off with sprint planning, where the team sits down to decide exactly why this cycle is valuable and what specific work they will tackle. Once work begins, the builders use the daily Scrum. This is a quick daily sync where they inspect their immediate progress and adjust their plan for the next 24 hours. At the very end of the cycle, they hold a sprint review to inspect the actual product they just built, followed by a sprint retrospective to evaluate and improve their own internal teamwork processes. Together, these events form a mechanical engine. They guarantee a continuous, repeating rhythm of checking reality and adapting to it. To keep everyone on the same page, Scrum uses artifacts. You can see them here as 3 distinct items. Their purpose is simple: to make all the work and all the value entirely visible to everyone. The first artifact is the product backlog, the master list of all desired features. Notice the teal lock attached to it. That lock represents its strict commitment, the overarching product goal. The second artifact is the sprint backlog, the shorter list of work selected for the current cycle. Its unbending commitment is the immediate sprint goal. The final artifact is the increment, the solid, finished piece of the product itself. Its strict commitment is the definition of done, a shared quality standard proving the work is truly complete. By permanently attaching these unbending commitments to every list and result, the framework prevents teams from hiding incomplete tasks or losing focus on what actually brings value. All of these mechanics are powered by 2 core ideas: empiricism, which means making decisions based on actual observed experience, and lean thinking, which focuses heavily on reducing wasted effort. Let's bring this back to our team building the online learning platform. For their very first short cycle, they plan to build just one critical feature, a simple user registration page. At the end of the short cycle, they finish the feature. Instead of guessing if it works well, the team puts it in front of actual users and stakeholders to gather immediate, real-world feedback. The users might say the registration is great, but they really need an easier way to resume their last video lesson. Hearing this, the product owner immediately reorders the master list, moving the video player to the top priority for the very next cycle. By replacing long-term guesswork with these short loops of building and learning, the team avoids spending months on features that nobody actually wants. But a word of warning: while the rules of Scrum are simple to understand, the framework is notoriously difficult to master. Many teams fall into the trap of using Scrum vocabulary without changing their behavior. They might run a daily Scrum or call someone a Scrum Master, but stubbornly maintain a command and control environment where a boss barks daily orders. Going through the motions of a meeting will not solve complex problems. To succeed, your team must deeply understand the why behind every event, list, and role. Real flexibility comes from using this framework to spot problems early and fix them as they happen. It's about adopting a system designed to help your team conquer the unknown through constant, honest improvement.